Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode's a post-fight show of UFC Fight Night, Korean Zombie versus Frank Edgar, and also MMA news. This episode's a little long overdue, so I'm going to throw in some current news to kind of mix things up and keep it a bit current. But before I do, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also. So I've been going through my stuff, and I found a UFC t-shirt. It's obviously a bootleg shirt. A little funny story behind it. Look at this. So this is Weidman versus Belfort, UFC 184, and then it has Rousey versus Ngannou as the co-main event on there. And so a little backstory to that fight is so originally I went to UFC 184, and back in 2015, that was February of 2015 for those of you that don't know. It was at the Staples Center, and Chris Weidman, Vitor Belfort was originally the main event, but Weidman got injured. Belfort didn't want to take replacements, and so the fight was scrapped, and the main event, Rousey versus Ngannou, was bumped up to the main event, and that was for the women's bantamweight title. The Weidman-Belfort fight was going to be for the middleweight title, and Weidman was the champ at the time, defending against Belfort, which they eventually did fight, and Weidman won. Anyways, just a little fun trivia for you guys there. Yeah, this shirt was obviously not updated with the roster or the card at the time. But anyways, so quick little post-fight rundown of Edgar versus the Korean Zombie, and so we had Kyo Hong Kong, Kyu Ho Kong versus Kang versus Luing Ping Yong, and it was decision split, and it was a great bantamweight fight to kick off the main card. And Kang won split decision, and I forgot who I picked on the pre-fight show, but this was a pretty good fight. No big complaints on this one. Then we had a middleweight clash with Jung Ho Park versus Marc-Andre Barriault, and this one was decision unanimous, but Barriault held his own to a large extent, but just got outclassed and lost by a decision, and a good fight overall. And then we had light heavyweight clash with Dong Yoon versus Mike Rodriguez. Now this one was like, okay, I was thinking we need a finish here. We've had a couple decisions on the main card, and sure enough, we got our wish. And it was KO punch round one, and Hyun had landed a crazy heavy shot, and this was a great knockout victory for him. Then in the featherweight division, we had Charles Jourdain versus Du Ho Choi, who's had fight of the nights in his last couple fights. And this one was no exception. It was considered fight of the night, I believe. And it was. And then, Charles Jourdain won by TKO punches round 2. And this was a good fight. And, the thing about Choi is, like, he needs a win now. He's had 3 losses in a row, but he's had fight of the night. So, I don't think it'll go 2 against him with the losses. I mean, it will, but he'll get some street cred for fight of the nights. Anyhow, good fight overall. Then in the light heavyweight division, we had Volkan Ozdemir versus Alexander Rakic. This one I completely disagreed with the decision. I had at least 2 rounds for Rakic on this one, and Volkan won by decision. And this was decision split. I had it at least 29-28 unanimous decision for Rakic, but Volkan did land some good shots. But I do think, based on stats, Rakic should have won. Then in the main event, we had Chang Sung Jung versus Frankie Edgar, as many of you know. Chang Sung Jung won first round TKO punches. It was just a dominant fight for the Korean Zombie overall, and great main event to cap off this amazing card. Also, so in some current update news, Jorge Masvidal is up for a Conor McGregor match, and he's more interested in that than Usman appears, according to many MMA sources. And what do you know? What do you guys think of that? Put your comments down in the comment section below this video, and stay tuned for my pre-fight for UFC 246 with predictions. And I'm actually going to film that right now. First time Nate's MMA Corner exclusive. I'm going to do it early because I got to take care of some stuff, and I just won't have time for a while to film it. So yeah. Anyways, until then, see ya.